Hi folks, just checking everything's working okay. So captions are good. All looks good. Cool. So that's set there. So we're back in Elder Scrolls Online. And we will be carrying on with the main story quests. We have one more to do in Fighters and one more to do in Mages Guild quests. So we will try and get those done. We need to go and retrieve the Amulet of Kings, and if we can do all of those three, that sets us up next time for the big finale when we attack Coldharbour in the main story quest. So let's get into the game. And I think we will start with the Fighters. So in the Fighters Guild quest, we're trying to destroy a weapon of Molag Bol, something that could wipe out all life in Tamriel, potentially. And we've only just discovered that the previous guild master was killed by their replacement, or apparently they were. So we're trying to destroy this weapon at the same time as dealing with a traitor, although I'm not convinced that the current guild master is actually the traitor. Elder Dragon body marks. Oh, that's nice. Here we are, where the new main has just ascended to her position.
I have much to discuss with the Bishop and Garashri, my friend. I'm sure we will see each other again. You are the hallowed, after all.
Cool. Okay, we've got that. Just take these crafting materials. And we're just going to... Oh,
this one welcomes you
we'll
back.
Open our crate.
An excellent selection.
Before we get started.
Choose a reward.
Huh.
This one recommends that you purchase a crate from this. May luck follow you.
Aha. This one does not wish to purchase a crate at this time. Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Your actions today humbled me, Hallowed. That you would work to secure the future of my people so earnestly. Truly, the bright moons do shine down upon you.
A new chapter in Khajiiti's spiritual life begins today,
Yay.
Moon Hallowed. And it is all thanks to you. Oh, the monks will write of this day for years to come, and your story will become as legend.
Nice.
This path is over, but the journey never ends. May the moons shine brightly on you in the future.
Oh.
Your sharp claws played no small part in the rise of the new Main Walker. Be proud of your achievement,
Oh.
and know you have the eternal thanks of the Khajiiti people.
I am glad you came through in one piece, Hallowed. Perhaps you can help vouch for me to the Queen? She continues to make jokes about treachery. I do not like it.
That's a reference
My
to
friend, you
part of the
definitely
path we
bring the
just did.
party.
The
A
visions we
new
saw.
main, dead Daedra in the streets. I can't wait to draw steel with you again.
It's fun fighting fair. Raz!
This one will meet you in Skywatch. This one is not worried. He knows there's nothing we cannot handle.
So true.
Speak to Vanis Galerion in Skywatch. He's expecting you.
No, we don't want to do that just yet. That will begin the final part.
I
of the
will
main
admit,
quest.
Hallowed, the words of the Moon Bishop affected me deeply. But your victory here, the scent of your return to our living world, the dawn of a new day for our allies, it fills my heart with hope.
Cool.
You've done it. You've walked paths in darkness and come out the other side, into the light.
Right, that's the silver. I should have been looking at him.
Blood and toil. The new mane will do just fine, thanks to you.
Impressive work. Very impressive work indeed.
Yay. Right. So, we are here in June. Now, the Fighters Guild. Now, let's come out of the map. Do we have the quest lined up already? Fighters Guild has sentenced Cecil Collar to death for the murder of Joffrey Icebreaker. I've been asked to report to Aelif as soon as possible. Okay. Yeah, they're at Royal Cup. They're there, are they? Okay, let's do Way Shrine to Ray Shrine. Oh, let's also just say yay! We saved the Elmedi Dominion. This is a good day. Cool. Opportune Ray Shrine. Right. Let's teleport there for free. I don't look too bad. Now, does that pick me up better on the captions? Oh boy. Yeah, we're supposed to be reporting to Aelif, but I'm not convinced that Aelif isn't the traitor. Just the way that the spirit of Joffrey acted when we were questioning him with Aelif. Didn't seem like our previous encounters. So I suspect that Seas All Colours is being set up, but cannot say for certain that is the case. Could be the traitor. There we go. That's just another player. Right.
It is good Berah found you, comrade. The bright moons know Aelif is glad to see you again. She would trust no one else for the task before us today.
What are we going to do?
The council has spoken. Sees all colors never return to the fold after your visit to Abagarles. She has fled. She is guilty. She must be killed.
If she hasn't been found yet, how will we locate her?
I have an idea, but we must confer with Merrick. He's returned to the Earth Forge to finish work on the prismatic core. Aleph is ready to open a portal, take us straight to his side. Are you prepared?
I am ready. Now Merrick I do trust. Oh, I should have talked to Aleph. Balls tap the heat of Nirn for many purposes. They use steam to warm their subterranean cities and to motivate their devices. To forge their superb metals, and it is such intense heat that it could only come from molten lava. Cool. Alright, let's see if we can talk to Aleph when we get through. We have to follow Aleph into the forge straight away.
Seems like we were just here, yes?
By forge and fire we prep for war.
Ah, you hear Merrick there at the forge. He has already begun.
With war in our eyes, we ready to die.
This prismatic weapon could be a powerful force against Molag Bol.
With death
yes?
in hand, we bear our blades.
It is a difficult task we undertake today, to hunt a comrade.
By Stendar's blade, we will settle the score.
I'll begin the ritual.
My friends, you came just in time. I'm almost done.
Okay,
My
Merrick.
work here is nearly complete, comrade. The core will soon be a weapon once again.
Truly?
I believe so, oh my comrade. There's really only one way to find out. You will bear it into battle. The ultimate test will come against the Mortuum Vivicus itself.
What's the plan?
No doubt Aleph has already told you of the Council's decision. The province generals have condemned Colors to death. She never returned to any of her quarters. She seems to be avoiding guild members. My friend, I don't know what to think.
How do we find her?
Aleph has a plan. Everything about what she proposed sickens me, but we are desperate. She believes Jofnir can find Colors, track her somehow, that they are linked. She also thinks... Bah!
What?
She thinks Colors has turned on us. That she's gone over to the Prince of Lies. And if we can find her, we'll find the Vivicus. Enough! My friend, before you speak to her, I must ask of you a question.
So this is interesting because we know that Colors was the guild leader of the Fighters Guild that took the contract to start destroying Dark Anchors. He's part of Molag Bol's playmeld scheme. So it would make sense for Molag Bol to want her out of the picture. Anyway, what's that, Merrick?
The one bright spot in the room. The prismatic weapon. I can forge it in any form you desire. Stendar himself speaks through my craftsmanship today. What will you wield? A great sword, a long sword, a staff, or a bow?
Well, I'm a two-hander, but I also use bows. So it would be either the great sword or the bow. I'm going to go with the great sword.
A fine choice, oh my comrade. It will be done. Speak with Aleph and I will have a gift for you shortly.
Thank you, Mary.
Let us summon our old friend. He will know where his murderer hides.
Yes.
Can't you let an old ghost be at peace?
Not just yet, old Lord. Aleph has one more question for you.
See, I don't like
Where
this.
sees all colors? Where does she hide?
You know I cannot. I cannot tell you. He holds me bound.
Tell Aleph, or she will show you what it means to be bound.
She sought out the Mortuum Vivicus. It's in the halls of submission. Don't go, comrades. She's...
Enough! Aleph is up to the challenge. But don't worry, Ymir. She will let Molag Bol know how helpful.
The weapon is ready, comrade. Take it from the anvil and follow us.
I really do not believe that diesel colour is the problem here. Right, let's have a look at this. Okay, let's equip that. That's a nice weapon. Skill selection. Let's ditch that one for now. And let's put that in its place. I think we are being betrayed, but I don't think it's by colours. We'll find out very soon. The dummy in Molag Bol is one corner of the House of Troubles and the arch-enemy of the good Daedra. For the Bosmir, he is a terrible demon who consumed Gil Valdel. To some alien clans he was Molag Bol and worthy of veneration. Hey. The Halls of Submission. Explore the halls. Yeah, some of the way Aleph said things then makes me suspect that her control over Jofnir is not a good thing. Nice. Good to see that all working so well. Ooh. Okay. A few bits and pieces. Right, I think we're lacking some food. Let's just check that. Yep, we are lacking some food. So what have we got? Consumables. Oh, that's cool. Now refreshing drink. Let's just see if we've got anything in the bank. Azabi, please. There you are, Azabi.
To leave possessions with the...
Do we have any nice foods? Aha, that's what we're after. Withdraw that one, please. Okay. And I'll take as well. Right. These ones. So we'll start with a skeleton on you. Nice. Appears to have taken Azabi to a very dangerous place. I see. Right. I have a whole host of dots that I can unleash. But I see no reason not to unleash them. Cool. Into the halls we go.
Just a moment. Aleph recognizes this. Yes. These crystals control access to the room ahead. Comrade, focus on that first crystal. By the mace, it worked. Comrade, come to this crystal here. Merrick, you focus on the one by the door.
I've got it.
That's it! Merrick, you hold that beam. Aleph will use the last crystal to open the door. We are almost there. Just one more beam and we are through this door. Success! Let's go. Caesar colors must be close.
Okay.
Feels like the old days, Aleph. Let's get this done.
Still waiting for the inevitable betrayal. Question is, who's the traitor?
You must stop Aleph before it's too late.
Colours we know about Jofnir.
What? No, my comrade. My friend. You have been deceived.
Did you kill Jofnir or not?
I did. Comrade. I served the Daedric Prince Meridia. She blessed me with a sacred mission. I mobilized the Fighters Guild to defy Molag Bol. Jofnir would not listen to me.
And you had to kill him? I mean...
The anchors were a danger to everyone on Tamriel. I received reports that cultists had begun harvesting souls for some kind of weapon. Jofnir would not listen. I had to act. My friend, I trust you, as does the Council. I put my fate in your hands.
Talk to me, Colours.
What would you have me say? The Prince of Lies is everywhere. He undermines Meridia's efforts, places whispers in our ears. I tried to explain it to Jofnir and Ragnthar, but he wouldn't listen. He
Whispers
refused
in our ears?
Yes. Surely you have seen the darkness within Aleph. I didn't know, not for certain, but I believe she serves the Lord of Lies and consorts with his minions.
You could have spoken to Merrick.
I know. I should have. But Merrick is a servant of Stendarr. I feared he would react badly to my love of the lady. As if she were like that foul schemer Molag Bol.
Who is Meridia?
A Daedric prince, like Molag Bol, but totally unlike that cruel monster. Meridia is the Sunfire, enemy of the undead, beacon to all that live.
What is her plan?
An end to the dark plots of necromancers, the culling of cultists, and the death of Daedra. In short, she's offended by the god of schemes. She will stop this weapon and crush his champions beneath her heel.
I'm a necromancer, although I'm not an evil one. Why are you here?
You see it before you. The Mortuum Vivicus. After our time in Abagarlis, I knew that stopping this monstrous creation must be my priority.
Okay.
The lady sent me a vision. A dark path through oblivion. It's taken me all this time.
This is the same artifact we saw in the vision.
Yes. Snatched from Tamriel just as the aliens were to destroy it. Lurking here all this time, like a caged beast, while Molag Bol fed its soul after soul, restoring it to unholy potency.
Damn it, Colours. The province generals were very clear, but I've known her for so long. What will we do?
I was going to ask you.
Make this decision. Colours and I have fought side by side in some of the worst places on Nirn. Whatever caused her to act this way? She'd just spoken to me, made me understand. Stendarr's blade.
Sees all Colours claims to worship Meridia.
Truly, a Daedric prince. But then, Colours has led our charge against the Daedric anchors. She led the hunt for the Mortuum Vivicus. She can't be all bad then, right?
And finally you, who have let slip some worrying comments.
Kill her. Such lies she tells. Sees all Colours killed Jofnir. She must die.
Why so insistent, Taylor?
You're no fool. We have fought together, side by side. The Council has decreed her death. Do what must be done, lest Aleph do it herself.
Sees all Colours claims to worship Meridia.
The lizard is here in Coldharbour. This thing, this construct. It must be the Mortuum Vivicus, comrade. We have caught her in her obvious lies. Though it is true Meridia is the prince of fools and weaklings. Perfect for that scale traitor.
You just condemned yourself. That's what a servant of Molag Bol would probably say.
Comrade, I put my life... I know your decision will be just. What have you decided?
Your quest is just. Let's finish and go.
Idiot! Must I do everything? In Molag Bol's name, die! By
shut down Bloodfalls. Where are the Bloodfalls? Okay. Let's deal with what's in front of us. Right, we've got to defeat the Daedra. Then we can shut that one down. Okay. Right. Cool. We got this. We've got this. Nice. Alright, I'm going to hack you to pieces. Right. You. Come on, man. Get you in the siphon properly. Right, and deal with you. Now we must kill Aleph. Happy to.
A boon for my servants. Receive my power and destroy them.
Okay. Nice.
Comrade, you've done it. I am free. Free from Dragenthar's barrier and that dark cat's shackles.
Why are you here, Jofnir?
I am here to keep you safe, comrade, and to help you see this task done. You must destroy this abomination, this Mortuum Vivicus.
What should I do?
Throw the weapon into the center of the construct. Molag Bol's dark plot will be at an end. Don't be afraid. I will keep you safe, my comrade.
I'll see it done.
Done it, comrade. I will light your way home.
Yay! And so the Mortuum Vivicus was destroyed.
You've done well, my friend. The Mortuum Vivicus is destroyed.
Thank you for your help.
It has been an honor to save the guild I served in life. Now the council has assembled. You should speak to them. Unless Hakruba has changed a great deal since my death, she won't like to be kept waiting.
She intimidates me as well, comrade. Do not worry. I'm sure Hakruba will treat us fairly. Stand up, make me truthful.
Do you think they'll agree with my decision?
Comrade, the council has faith in you. I have faith in you. As does Stendarr. What you did for the good of the guild and all of Tamriel. I know they will support your choice.
Comrade, it is good to speak with you again.
And you, Kenta.
Bera told us of Aelif's plan to hunt Seize All Colors. I see that Merrick and the spirit of Yofnir Iceblade accompany you. Tell us, for all, and the Eight to hear. What happened?
Merrick, Aelif and I travelled to Oblivion tracking Seize All Colors.
Carrying out our sentence, punishment for her foul deed, and yet I notice that she still stands hale and whole. Why is this?
She confessed to the crime, but she convinced me her cause was just.
Truly? Just? The murder of a brave and fair-handed leader was just? What words did she weave to convince you of this?
She is a priestess of Meridia. He sought only the destruction of the Mortuum Vivicus.
I see. I know Meridia is an enemy of death across Tamriel. A light in the darkness, but still. Very well. We will deal with her in a moment. Where is the Khajiit Aelif?
She tried to kill us. She was a follower of Molag Bol, but I slew her and destroyed the Vivicus.
Yet more betrayal. I've known for years that her tongue was forked. But the Lord of Lies. You have cleansed an evil corruption from the guild, comrade. We owe you a debt of gratitude.
What about Merrick? He was innocent in all of this.
You do not need to worry about Merrick. We have already reached our decision about him. However, Seize All Colors. Comrade, normally we would never allow a Daedric worshipper to remain close to the guild leadership, but these are desperate times.
Seize All Colors stays or leaves? I'm going to say stays. Did what she felt she had to. Let her serve the guild.
It brings me some unease to admit, but I think you're right. And I believe I know just what service she can offer. If you will, comrade, attend me at my side. We have...
What should you say, Countess?
Seize All Colors. Present yourself to the council. The council has decided we will honor the contract to fight the Daedra. Meridia continues to provide coin through her worldly servants. But we cannot allow a murderer to remain guildmaster.
I understand.
We have decided to award you a new title, the Light of the Guild. You will advise the new guildmaster in all matters relating to the Daedra for the rest of your days. Penance for the blood on your hands.
Thank you, Countess. I will not let you down.
You are dismissed. Merrick, present yourself to the council. Merrick Adeswala, In light of your service to the Guild, in light of your sound judgment and brave heart, we cannot think of anyone more appropriate than you. You, Merrick, are to be the new Guildmaster.
Yay!
It will be your responsibility to oversee completion of the contract established by Seize All Colors.
Remain vigilant against the forces of Molag Bol.
The Guild is a shield, a bastion for the people of Tamriel, where it will.
You've been quiet, Merrick. What do you have to say about all this?
I thank you, Council members. I accept this position with honor and grace.
Yay.
I swear to my ancestors, I will not let you down.
Now, Guildmaster, please see our friend out. We have much to discuss, and little time in which to plan. Comrade, we wish you well in your travels, and look forward to our next encounter.
Come, comrade. You can't do much good hiding in this forge. Let's get you back into the fight.
Oh. Probably not good to beat the Guildmaster in a race, is it?
Speak with me a moment, comrade. Who could have known we'd be standing here like this, my friend? You destroyed an artifact of the Prince of Lies, and I'm the new leader of the Fighters Guild.
Congratulations.
Stendar's sweaty sword arm. I still have trouble understanding everything that's happened. Aelif dead, a minion of Molag Bol, and Seize All Colors. Did we do the right thing?
She was trying to do the right thing, and now you'll be there to mind her.
Aye, you're right about that. But Aelif was my friend, comrade. I'd known her for... We used to joke, you know, about what we'd do if we led the guild. Without her, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Well, what do you want to do?
Do you have a favorite tavern? Ha! Right now, my friend, I will rest. What comes tomorrow comes then, and only Stendar knows what challenges we'll face. For now, I will talk to the council and plan for that tomorrow.
Is there anything else before I go?
Yes, actually. I'll make sure the way to the Earthforge remains open to you from now on. I've found that the gear forged here often has special qualities. You might find it to your liking.
Thank you, Guildmaster. Yay! So, we have completed the Fighters Guild questline.
Not surprising, really. With the fighting in Cyrodiil, the Imperials eat each other alive.
This great time of unrest within the guild is at an end. You've done very well, comrade.
Daphne, what are you doing here?
I am bound for Sovngarde and the halls of Iskramor. But before I take my leave, I would make for you a gift. The prismatic weapon. I retrieved it from where it had fallen after the Mortuum Vivicus was destroyed.
I am honored, Daphne.
You are a true hero of the guild, comrade. You deserve nothing less. What's more, consuming the Vivicus has unmade the weapon. It is once again in its primal form. I can return it to your hand in any shape you desire. What do you say, comrade? Comrade, I grow very tired. My time here on Tamriel has gone on far too long. I go now to join my ancestors, to feast in the halls of those gone by. I go knowing that the Fighters Guild is in very good hands.
Cool. Very cool. I like that. So, next up, the Mages Guild questline. In which we have to complete the process of retrieving a sanctuary for mages from Sheogorath. Actually, before we do anything, no, that's not too bad. Right, let's see. If this is ready. Might not be, we may have to go somewhere else. No, no one's here. So, check what it says online. Mad God's Bargain. Okay, so the last should be around here somewhere. But actually, it's probably the spirit of Shalador who will give us fires.
What are they putting out white-eye brandy? Oh.
Okay. So, Shalador is not around and the last doesn't seem to be around. There was one NPC in there.
It will take more than steel to keep the Colovians at bay.
Oh! I've got to be Mages Guild rank 5. And I don't think I am. No, I'm just rank 4. Okay. Well, that's a bit of a shame, but that's actually alright. So, we will be completing the Mages Guild questline at some point in the future. Right now, therefore, it's time look at the main guild quests. So we've still got a bit of a sore throat, so if you will just excuse me a moment while I note down the time I've taken there. Right. So, the Shadow of Sancre Tor. We need to return to the harbour. Makes sense. Actually, is the harbourage free to travel to? No? Right, we're going to be picky. Oh. I need to stop being lazy and not paying for stuff I don't need to. There we go. The harbourage we go. Cool. Now, every other time I've left here, someone has appeared just around here to tell me they need to talk to me. But not this time. Okay. Here we go.
I must admit, I'm not comfortable with this little jaunt. Sancre Tor is in the mountains of Colovia, and Colovians are the worst kind of Imperials. Backwoods mountain men without any sense of decorum. At least Varen will feel right at home.
Honor and faith to you, my friend. Kasura sends her regards. She is recovering quickly, and reconstruction on the Abbey of Blades has already begun.
Cool. Clearance.
I know we don't stand a chance against Molag Bol unless we recover the Amulet of Kings, but I'm still uneasy about this. That damn thing has been nothing but trouble from the beginning.
Fair comment. Right. Oh, Caldwell. Must say hello.
You're a fan of poetry, aren't you? How's this then? As I was going out one day, my head fell off and rolled away. But when I saw that it was gone, I picked it up and put it on. rather like...
And so we've come full circle. I led the original 5 companions on a quest to reclaim the Amulet of Kings. At the time, I told myself it was for the good of all Tamriel. I was wrong, and now all the world suffers from my hubris.
Well, now we have a chance to make things right.
Perhaps, but I wonder, will history repeat itself, or rewrite itself? In truth, I fear using the amulet again. Its power is both great and terrible. Destiny can crush us by fulfilling our wishes just as surely as it can by denying them.
Tell me about Sancre Tor.
It was a holy city in the First Era, founded by Queen Alessia herself. It has since fallen into crumbling ruin. Before its capture, Saitsahan hid the Amulet of Kings in the catacombs beneath the city.
Where is it located?
It is in the mountains of Coldharbour, the land of my youth. I have little memory of that time. My exposure to the Elder Scrolls stole much of the man I once was. Speak to Saitsahan. He can answer your questions far more accurately than I.
Right. And by the way, it just occurred to me. Yes, I don't have a main weapon equipped. So the axe is technically better against anything that is not Daedra and undead, because the additional magic damage from the prismatic great blade only kicks in with Daedra and undead. A new build suggests itself. Yeah. Right. Main quest. Go. Just make sure that's properly
Time
highlighted.
has come for us to enter the catacombs of Sancre Tor. Do not underestimate the dangers that await us. Ages past, Sancre Tor was a place of light, but I fear that is no longer the case. We must be prepared for anything.
Have you fully recovered from your wounds?
I have been through much, but this body is tougher than the great oaks of Valenwood. I go with neither hope nor fear. It is useless to guess at a future that has yet to be written. You may hope if you wish, my friend. I will not judge.
What's our plan?
My Lord Varen will open a gateway to Sancre Tor. The amulet lies in a vault protected by powerful magic, a ward of Stendarr, the god of justice and mercy. Also, a god of well-earned luck. I thought this could not hurt.
How do we break them?
The catacombs contain 2 shrines dedicated to the divines. We must consecrate them in Stendarr's name. When that is done, the Ring of Stendarr's mercy should open the vault doors.
Tell me more about Sancre Tor.
It is written that Alessia received the divine inspiration for her slave rebellion at Sancre Tor, and so built her holy city there. But that was long ago. The city is a ruin now. It has become a dark place with areas best left undisturbed.
And what sort of areas are those?
We should avoid the Crypt of Heroes. I saw enough angry dead there to fill 9 lifetimes. Kusura and I barely escaped with our lives. We will enter through the inner courtyard and avoid it entirely. Now come. Time waits for no man.
Let's go.
The portal is open. Go now. Return with the Amulet of Kings.
Sancre Tor. Site hallowed by its association with Saint Alicia, Sancre Tor was the religious centre of the Elysian Order for much of the First Era. By a long-standing tradition, Emperors of Cyrodiil are buried in the funeral vaults beneath the city. We
could have hidden that amulet anywhere in Tamriel, and this was your first choice?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Brilliant. Why is it that the people with the most ridiculous ideas are always the ones who are most certain of them?
Shut up,
Shut up,
Thorn.
Thorn.
What brings you to Sancre Tor, friends? Looking for an amulet, perhaps?
Mannimarco, how did you find this place?
Do you really think I'd allow you to escape the halls of torment if I couldn't track your every move?
Sai, no! Mannimarco, stop! You're killing him!
Where is the Amulet of Kings? My master, Molag Bol, demands it.
Your master, please. You would use the amulet to betray Molag Bol.
Fool! When I ascended, you could have been at my right hand, Thorn. Instead, you chose to align yourself with mongrels and imbeciles. Now, you'll die with them.
You won't get away with this. Do you really think you can betray a Daedric prince?
With the Amulet of Kings, all things are possible. Nations will tremble and bow before me. I will be a god!
The Amulet of Kings will never be yours. It is protected by a ward of the Divines!
You mean your ward of Stendarr, god of merciful forbearance, patron of gutless, law-abiding dimwits? It won't even slow me down.
Mannimarco has been watching our every move. We led him right to the amulet.
We must reach it first, then.
Mannimarco may be powerful enough to break through Stendarr's ward eventually. If we can get to the shrines quickly and receive Stendarr's blessing, we can pass through the ward, but leave it in place. He may not be able to follow for some time.
How do we get to the shrines?
We must make our way to the inner courtyard. From there we can access the chambers where the shrines are located.
Let's go.
Sai, are you well enough to continue?
Have no fear, Snow Lily. I am Redguard. We are like mountain bamboo. Far stronger and more flexible than we might appear.
I find it hilarious that Mannimarco chose such a massive projected appearance. He's obviously overcompensating for something.
Wow. This is a big place.
Through that gate lies the Crypt of Heroes. We can enter if you wish, but it is a foul place where the dead are restless and angry.
Persistent, aren't you? Do you really think you can keep me from acquiring the
Amulet of Kings is under the protection of Stendarr's ward. It will never be yours.
Ah, Sai. You still don't understand, do you? My plan will succeed because of your ward of Stendarr. It will prevent Molag Bol from observing or interfering. By the time the ward is down and the amulet is mine, it will already be too late.
You're insane if you think you can betray the god of schemes.
Naive child. You know nothing. Chim El Adabal, the red diamond at the center of the Amulet of Kings, is the most powerful soul gem ever created. With the amulet in my possession, I will absorb Molag Bol's power, reducing him to an empty husk of ethereal flesh. Then I will trap his essence within the gem. Will be forgotten. In time, all of Tamriel will bow down before me. Soon, the god of schemes will have a new name. Mannimarco.
Whoa. Having you there. See, we need to get the cleave off to get the damage shield. No, I'm not doing that yet. This way, is it? Okay. What we got?
Please, a moment, my friends. I must rest before we continue.
Right there.
Sai, are you all right? That bastard really hurt you, didn't he? I swear to the gods, I'll take his head off.
I'll be fine, Snow Lily. I just need a moment to catch my breath.
Take all the time you need. I'll keep watch. If there's anything I can do, just name it.
An enchanting moment. I'll be over here bringing up my lunch.
Set's tears. I thought I could handle this. Mannimarco's sorcery brought back all of the pain and doubt I felt inside the halls of torment.
You gonna be alright?
I have pushed my body much further than this. It is my mind that pains me. Mannimarco filled my head with shattered memories. They're like broken glass. With every beat of my heart, they stab into me.
Take a moment, catch your breath.
That voice, Mannimarco's voice, it taunted me over and over in an endless cycle for years on end. He never broke my will, but he broke something.
Will you be able to make it through this, Sai?
I will make it through this, my friend. I did not endure years of torture in the halls of torment only to give up now. My pain has subsided. Let us make haste and finish this.
Where do we go from here?
I must consecrate the 2 shrines with Stendarr's blessing before the vault can be opened. The first shrine rests in the Dragon Guard tomb, where so many of my fallen comrades were interred. I must take care to respect their resting place.
Let's go. Oh, so he had a choice. We don't get to talk to both. Interesting. Even the Dragon Guard, eh? That's going to become relevant with elsewhere, isn't it?
shrine is on the far side of the room. Quickly, we must find our way across.
I've a surprise for you, sire. Do you remember your fallen comrades from the Dragon Guard? I've taken the liberty of raising them, and they're quite anxious to see you.
Again? Words that files the memory of the honored dead. I have no wish to disfigure the corpses of my old comrades of the Dragon Guard. We must consecrate the shrine.
You can get through that. Interesting.
Stendarr, God of mercy, charity, and justice, empower us with your wisdom and vision. Help us to right the wrongs of this world through your grace and with your guidance. Encourage us as we smite the wicked and punish the unjust. Now, we have only to consecrate the second shrine before we can enter the vault.
Okay. Be 3 this way. What's that?
You certainly did a thorough job hiding the amulet, Sai. Couldn't you have just stuffed it in a mattress or something?
Oh.
The second shrine is in the chamber beyond. There is a trick to reaching it. A puzzle of sorts. I do not recall its solution.
Wonderful.
The altar is on the far side, but to reach it, the drawbridge must be lowered.
down.
That was a bit of luck. Thought it was taking longer to figure out.
Starting to annoy me. Kill them!
These consecrations beseech you to lower your wards and grant us safe passage into the Vault of Kings.
Right, so we need to continue to the antechamber. You see there are a couple of wraiths. That made a mess of them, didn't it?
Are we finally done?
That's the last shrine.
Can I please loot the corpse? Okay. I suspect it's
Dank
going to
corridors, crumbling walls, nauseating smells. This place has all the charm of a Riften brothel. It must feel very much like home to you, Titan.
You mean a crypt filled with the rotting corpses of inbred kings and failed statesmen? Must be what it's like at a Tharn family reunion.
It is much more pleasant in the summer months.
Really? Okay. Let's go see what awaits us.
Will not succeed. The Amulet of Kings will be mine.
By Stendar's grace and the sword of my father, you will not win, Mannimarco.
Soon, you will know the extent of my power and bow before me. Through the power of the Amulet of Kings, I will be transformed. All the nations of Tamriel will bow before me. They will worship me and beg for my mercy. All will know the name of Mannimarco as their one true god.
You'll never get away with it, Mannimarco. We'll fight you to our last breath.
By all means, my old friends. Try and stop me.
Come on then. That was a reasonable fight.
There it is. The door to the Vault of Kings.
What do I need to do?
The shrines have been consecrated in Stendarr's name. Now you must use the Ring of Stendarr's mercy to open the vault doors.
How?
Stand in the casting circle and direct the ring at the doors to lift the ward. The doors should open wide.
Okay. Well, something is going to go wrong. Mannimarco might be well waiting for this very moment.
Look, the amulet. I can see it from here.
Yeah. Whoa. He's not messing around.
You are nothing. I am Mannimarco.
Keep Mannimarco occupied. I'll close the portal.
Minions, arise! Obey me!
I will hold them at the portal. Focus on Mannimarco.
Do this.
necromancer Tamriel has ever known. This is merely a transition. My first step towards true immortality. Now witness my true power! Watch as I rise up from the grave and ascend to godhood!
Worm! You think you can betray the Lord of Brutality and Domination without consequence? You will pay for your arrogance. You will writhe in agony for the rest of eternity. Your tortured screams will echo throughout oblivion to serve as a warning to others.
Bye-bye, Mannimarco. Ta-ta. Ta-ta.
Everything Mannimarco did was designed to pit us against each other. We can't let that happen. Look what we can accomplish when we work together.
How uncharacteristically optimistic of you, Titanborn. I may have that embroidered on a pillow.
The Divines gave you a nose for a reason, Tharn. So you can keep your mouth shut and still keep breathing.
Well played, Titanborn. Well played.
Oh. Was certainly interesting.
It is done. The Amulet of Kings is ours once again.
And Mannimarco is defeated.
Mannimarco will pay dearly for the rest of eternity. One cannot out-scheme the god of schemes without paying a heavy price. I cannot imagine the torment that awaits him.
What do we do now?
Sai Sahan must rest, as must we all. We can sleep a little easier knowing the King of Worms has been defeated, but we cannot rest too long. Molag Bol is still a great threat, and the plane melt must be stopped, or this will all be for naught.
And my soul?
I've not forgotten Vestige. It is another piece of the puzzle, and we shall address it in due time. But for now, let us rest and recover. As always, I will contact you soon. Walk in the light, Vestige.
Let's see. Oh, soul magic is 5 now, is it? Killing an enemy with a weapon ability is a 5% chance of automatically filling an empty soul gem. I like that.
I can't believe there's still more to do. But whatever the future holds, come oblivion or high water, the 5 companions will face it together.
The Amulet of Kings is in our possession. The traitor Mannimarco has been defeated. But we are not yet finished. The blessings of Akatosh must be restored if Nirn is to remain safe. But tonight, we rest.
I know what you're thinking, Vestige. You want to thank me for my noble and heroic effort in helping you defeat that treacherous worm, Mannimarco. No need to laud me, though. The world already knows of my brilliance, but you're welcome nonetheless.
I will summon you again when the time is right.
Sancre Tor? Never been there, but I understand it's where the Riemann dynasty is entombed. Why don't people even bother burying remains anymore? Seems rather a waste of time these days, what with everyone popping up from their graves.
Cremation, I say.
I have to wonder. Could I do two-handed weapon? Nah, because even if I had the second bar, another two-handed weapon, so I could switch between the sword and the axe, there would still be the problem of the abilities. The ability bars would just be the same, and that would be a waste of time. Fighters Guild. Yeah. Probably better off where we are. Sorry, Chrome just crashed on my laptop. So just restoring things. So I can see what's going on. Right.
Companions assemble once more. Travel to the harborage. It is time for our final preparations.
Right.
They're having an important meeting and asked if I give them some privacy. I mean, do you believe it? Where's the trust? Pop on out to the rubbish tip, Cadwell. There's a good lad. Do I mind? Oh, I have no mind. I'm the village bloody idiot.
Oh.
Don't look at me. Varen called this meeting. Apparently he's got something to share. I, for one, am all aquiver with anticipation.
Uh-huh.
Welcome back, Vestige. News of Mannimarco's demise spreads far and wide. Like worms, his followers burrow deep into the earth to escape the searing light of the coming dawn.
Why have you summoned me?
As ever, straight to the point. You've done the impossible. The King of Worms has been consumed by the wrath of Molag Bol. The power of his worm cult is broken forever.
But Molag Bol is still a threat, and I haven't found my soul.
That is the grim truth of the matter. But the Amulet of Kings is in our possession, and there is still much to do.
How can we be sure that Mannimarco is truly gone?
In my sleep, I hear his tormented screams, and Molag Bol forces visions of his eternal torture into my mind. I can show you exactly what I see, if you wish it.
There's no need, I'll take your word for it. Or show me these visions. Show them to me.
Behold the fate of the King of Worms.
Please, no more! It was a misunderstanding, Great One! Let me serve you! Let me prove my loyalty! No more, I beg of you!
Mannimarco's torment will be endless. The god of schemes will use him to set an example. All who follow him will know you cannot hope to betray the greatest of betrayers. I cannot help but pity him, despite all he has done. But this is not why you were called here, Vestige. Come, Shaizahar will speak with you
first. Okay. Sai, what do you have?
The greatest of the Sword Saints, Divad, tells us that destiny's a chain, forged one link at a time. Our chain is nearly complete. There is but one link remaining.
And what is this link?
It is you, my friend. You are the link. I will not bore you with effusive praise, but state it plainly. You are a great warrior and a trusted friend. And we would like to extend you an offer.
What offer?
When Emperor Varen first brought the 5 companions together, he did so in the hope of creating a Tamriel where all men could live freely and safely beneath one banner.
Go on.
The 5 companions failed, betrayed from within by one of our own, the Worm King Mannimarco. All that came after was the result of one man's treachery. Now 4 of the 5 are reunited to right that great wrong, but destiny requires a 5th.
What are you suggesting?
We want you to join us as our 5th member. You were the champion we should have had with us back then. Don't look so grave. This is largely symbolic, but please, humor an old soldier.
I'm honored to join you as the last member of the 5 companions.
My lord, with your permission.
You needn't call me that anymore, Shaizahar. We are equals now.
All those years ago, when we fought beneath our Lord's banner to free the Empire from the Longhouse Emperors, we did so with a dream of freedom and peace in mind. Not just for the Empire, but for all of Tamriel. Together, we forged a fellowship stronger than any blade, only to see it shattered upon the rocks of deceit by one of our own. That fellowship is no more. Yet we 4 have assembled here, united by a single purpose. It is not vengeance that drives us, but truth, and loyalty, and justice. I, Shaizahar, steward of the Abbey of Blades, call for the 5 companions to be reforged this day by the light of Stendarr and the heart of Lorkhan. May our blade of fellowship be forged anew. May the Vestige, our mutual friend and ally, become its tip, that we may thrust it straight into the heart of a Daedric prince.
Shaizahar is right. You are the member that we should have had all those years ago.
It is as the scrolls foretold. The soulless one will become the brightest of 5 stars, and they shall guide us to the coming dawn.
Oh, please, you melodramatic sots. Fine, fine. If seeing one of your foolish prophecies come true will help to ensure the safety of the Empire, I'll play along.
We stand united once more. The 5 companions are reforged, and together we will strike down the God of Schemes!
Come here, my friend. I've got a few things I want to say before you go. It's been a long road, hasn't it? My father used to say that if you avoid all of life's abrasions, you'll never be polished enough to shine. We must be pretty damn shiny by now.
He was a wise man, your father.
I've been thinking about our adventures and the hardships we've faced together. We're in the last leg of this journey, aren't we? I don't regret any of it, but it occurs to me that we haven't had much of a chance to talk as friends.
We may not get another chance. What did you want to talk about?
Where do you see yourself going after all of this is over? I mean, assuming we survive, get your soul back, and stop Molag Bol.
It's a whole world to explore. I want to see what's out there.
Traveling is a humbling experience. You see firsthand what a small place you occupy in the world. Funny thing is, the farther you go, the harder it is to return. But when you do, if you do, you get to see the place you came from with new eyes.
What about you?
Me? I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to Skyrim and settle down. Squeeze out a few whelps. Maybe raise sheep or grow cabbages.
Are you serious?
What? No. Can you imagine it? Lyra's Titanborn, shepherd, farmer, housewife. I need to be out in the wind and wild. And if I ever find my life mate, he'll feel the same way. My turn. What's your one regret about all we've been through?
The deaths of so many people.
You never get used to it. My father, he'll die over and over again for the rest of my life. Grief doesn't go away. You just learn to live with it. But I can live my life with his daring and spirit and joy. That way he'll never die. Not really.
What about you?
Oh, lots of things. Friends lost, missed opportunities, failed endeavors. Maybe the best we can hope for is to end up with the right regrets. I do regret not taking the time to get to know the people I fought with. I hope to change that.
And what else is on your mind?
One last thing. You like mead?
I can answer honestly and say I've never had it.
Never? Mead is the honeyed kiss of the gods themselves. You must try some.
Why not?
Let's not forget the struggles that got us to this point. We're almost home. We just have a bit further to fight.
Are you all insane? You do realize what we need to do, right? We have to fight a Daedric prince. Amulet or no, this is going to mean more death. Vestige, come here. I'll tell you what they're afraid to mention. Getting all chummy with Titanborn? I enjoy the company of clever, well-informed people. You really should try it sometime. So, you felled the great Mannimarco. Well played. You've done the Empire a great service.
That's not why I did it.
The farmer doesn't thank the cow when it voids itself on the field, but it still makes the crops grow taller.
Is that your way of thanking?
I suppose it is. But that wasn't the reason for this heartwarming reunion. Varen and I have spoken at length since you recovered the amulet, and have determined our final course of action. Molag Bol remains a threat, and Tamriel is still in grave danger.
What did you have in mind?
First, the plane meld must be stopped. Even now, forces gather and plan an assault on Oblivion itself. You must join them.
What then?
Then, and only then, can you take the fight to Molag Bol himself, to restore protection to Nirn and reclaim your soul.
Is it even possible to defeat Molag Bol?
I know more about the Daedra than any man or mer alive. For good or ill, my family has always kept ties with the forces of Oblivion, and this much I know. One cannot kill a Daedric prince. But we have the Amulet of Kings.
Go on.
With the amulet in our possession, we may be able to wound him severely, and in the process force him to relinquish every last soul he has stolen, including your own. This is where your condition works to your benefit.
Oh.
The ritual we performed with the Amulet of Kings caused the soul burst and damaged the veil between worlds. If the damage is to be repaired, I must attempt the ritual again, this time with you.
Won't that just cause another soul burst?
Only if we use it here on Earth. But if we were to travel to Coldharbour, we might be able to harness its power, imbue you with divine agency enough to challenge the Daedric Prince. But there is a price.
There always is.
Calling upon the power of the amulet in this manner will consume someone's soul, utterly. One cannot channel the power of the gods without paying such a price. Unfortunately, you don't have a soul to consume, and I am needed to perform the ritual.
Someone has to die.
More specifically, one of our 3 companions. I suspect that's why they're so nauseatingly over-appreciative and fawning.
No, the price is too high.
Of course it is. The fact of the matter stands, however. One of the 5 will need to give their life to fuel this attack, when the time comes.
So you said before the vestige arrived. And I've already thought it over. I'll do it.
Snow Lily, no. You should not need to give your life this way. This is my duty. Penance for my numerous failures. This is my chance to make things right.
The scroll said nothing of this moment, and so I am not bound to their dictates. Vestige, I ask that you let me do this one thing. All that has happened was because of my hubris. I shall be the one.
Sire, you've done enough. This was Mannimarco's doing, not yours.
As the one who will fight the Daedric Prince, the Vestige should decide.
I don't see you leaping to volunteer, Tharn. Saving your own backside again?
Hard as it may be, Lyris, don't be an idiot. I am the only one who knows the ritual, and we don't have time to teach anyone else.
That's enough. It won't be decided here and now. Vestige, come here. I have some final words for you. It appears we have come full circle, Vestige.
Does one of you truly have to die?
That millions of others may live, yes. Do not be troubled. Any one of us would gladly make such a sacrifice.
But first, the plain meld must be stopped.
As Tharn has said, there are already plans in motion to infiltrate Coldharbour. You must be part of them. The chains that anchor us to oblivion draw us ever closer. They must be severed once and for all.
I'll find a way.
When the plane meld has been thwarted and the dust has settled, the 5 companions will gather one last time to face our destinies. The god of schemes must be stopped, Vestige. That is the only thing that matters now.
Wow. Yikes.
So, going toe-to-toe with the big bad then, are you? Smashing. Good luck to you. This whole plane meld thing seems like a nasty business. I prefer my Coldharbour with a bit less Tamriel in it, thank you very much.
Now, I don't know if I'm going to get called back to be given the messages quest again. Every so often. Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, how are you doing? Make sure I get this right. Cool. Good to see you again. We're getting to the dramatic parts. That dude Rim, welcome on in. I'm doing alright, getting over a bit of a sore throat, but I'm getting there. I'm really enjoying this story. Nice. Nice emote. Right, what we got here? So, according to this, yeah. Okay. So you were losing some roof tiles during that storm. I think all right now on that front. Yeah. We had 2 bad storms one weekend and then the other weekend. I lost tiles both time. But it's all fixed now and that should be it for a while. So hopefully we're good. Thank you for asking. Right. We need to go and persuade some people to work together. So that we can attempt to defeat Molag Bol. People appearing out of nowhere. Yeah, it's very annoying, but it's all done with now. Things aren't loading in properly, are they? We've been trying to get every so often to play this game more with you. Oh, but it is a very good game. Okay, we've got to go there. We just have to persuade 3 sworn enemies to work with each other. It is a great game. I'm really enjoying it. I basically stream Elite Dangerous and Elder Scrolls Online. I just switch between the 2. Right, cool. Whatever loading thing was going on there seems to have cleared. You've been playing since beta? Wow. I've only really been playing since Elsewhere came out. I did Elsewhere first, and now I've moved on to the main quest. So I've done things in slightly the wrong order, but I don't regret it. I really enjoyed Northern Elsewhere. Right on, welcome to the club. Cool. Thank you very much for the follow there, Dude Friend. Aha, Raz!
Seems like just moments ago we were in June, yes? It is a good thing Raz is so quick on his feet. Wouldn't want you waiting on him, like we are waiting on the Guildmaster.
Oh, absolutely love that the pizza was captioned as pizza. Instantly hungry. Yes, the web captioner does do a reasonably good job, but there are times where it gets things wrong. The Queen said something about Molag Bol?
Yes. Vanus Galerian of the Mages Guild requested your presence. He should be here soon.
What does Vanus want?
He begs your assistance with a hopeless task. He seeks to bring the Alliance leaders together for a meeting. One which they will all survive.
Wow.
This is insanity, of course, but the Queen tells Raz to give him whatever he needs.
I'll help if I can.
The Queen tells Raz that you speak with her authority, yes? This responsibility is a great one. Better you than Raz. You are aware of what will be involved?
I am not. What needs to be done?
Certain communications must be made. Dangerous communications. This will ensure the safety of all. This one may have to delegate. Yes, of course. Cariel will do that. Ah, that was not so hard. Job for Cariel?
Really? What's he setting her up with?
No way. Do it
Why?
yourself.
Why?
Thrush is a homicidal maniac, and Copper Daria, let's just say I'm not her favorite person.
Why is Copper Daria displeased with Cariel?
I may have collapsed a building on top of her. Accidentally.
Ah, yes. This one forgot about that. Very well. Raz will take care
I
of it.
love the story.
And
in
he
this
will
game.
send Copper Daria your warmest regards.
Apologies for my lateness.
Damn it, Raz. Not so close.
Thank you for coming so quickly, champion. I've been consulting with Countess Hakruba of the Fighters Guild. Both of our guilds believe the time has come to take the fight to Coldharbour.
Agreed.
But this places us in a delicate political position.
What's the problem?
Trust, as always. The Alliance leaders will never agree to join forces. And if our guilds only work with one alliance, the other two will see it as a betrayal. For both guilds, our neutrality is our strength. We can't afford to take sides.
Is the situation really that dire?
The war in Cyrodiil has been long and bloody, and all three alliances are spread thinly. They can't commit resources to an assault on Coldharbour without making themselves vulnerable. I want to bring all three leaders together, maybe cut a deal.
What do you need from me?
You're in a unique position. You can speak with authority, but you're not an alliance leader. You're respected, you have a reputation. They may let you get a word in before they leap at each other's throats. In short, you're the perfect diplomat.
You want me to speak with the Alliance leaders?
I found the perfect meeting place. A neutral location far from disputed territories, an island called Stirk. I can get you an audience with each leader and provide magical transportation. You just need to convince them to travel to Stirk.
I'll do my best.
That's all I ask. I'll open the portal. I think it's best that I travel with you and make introductions as a neutral party. That might make things easier.
Okay. This should be fun. I love the stories in this. Yikes. We will see.
Esteemed High King Emmerich, I thank you for agreeing to this meeting. I would not presume to waste your time without good reason.
We've known each other for some time, Master Galerion. You aren't known for your capricious whims. Tell me, though, who is your companion?
Your Majesty, this is Queen Iren's personal representative, here to speak with you about the impending Coldharbour crisis.
So Queen Iren sends her personal champion into the stronghold of her greatest enemy. Either she has a lot of faith in you, or she's trying to get you killed. I'm intrigued. Come, let us speak.
That's probably good.
Dibella's legs, but you are a bold one. Even the bards of Wayrest sing of your exploits. I must confess, I had hoped to meet you one day. We sharpen our blades on the same whetstone, if you take my meaning.
It's an honor, Your Majesty.
Tell me then, is it madness that drives you to barge in here like this? Or perhaps you're here to surrender on behalf of your people. If that's the case, I accept.
I've come to talk about Molag Bol.
That's a bit of a dreary subject, but I prefer that over some angry line like, I've come here to kill you, Your Majesty. I'm glad you didn't say that. So you want to talk about everyone's favorite Daedric prince, then? What of him?
His influence grows. It's time we took the fight to his realm.
Ha! I'm sorry. I think I must have misheard you. For a moment, I thought you were saying you wanted to battle a Daedric prince. That would be especially funny if you wanted my help. So, what was it you really meant to say?
I propose all the alliances meet on the island of Stirk to discuss an assault on Coldharbour.
That would be utter madness. But I do like the thought of seeing that next to my name in the history books. All right. If Iren and Yoren agree to attend, I'll be there. If this is an assassination attempt, though, I'm taking you with me.
Oh.
Tell Cariel that I hope to drop in for a visit very soon. From an upper story. She'll know what I mean.
So, you've been mingling with the enemy, have you, Daria? Just so you know, I already knew that.
Oh, I love to mingle, Your Majesty. I'm gonna mingle their heads right off their necks one of these days.
Okay.
That went well, I think. Shall we move on?
Where
To
to
Mournhold, where Skald King Yoren is waiting for us. I'm given to understand that his palace is inaccessible at present. And for a variety of reasons, the Tribunal Temple is inappropriate. He's offered to meet us at the Guild Plaza. Shall we?
Okay. Fedora. Alright. Next one. Wow. I've not been to Morrowind yet. Presumably from this picture, this is in Morrowind. Hmm? And we're loading. Hopefully. There we go.
Watch yourselves, outsiders. Give us a good reason and the armigers will cut you down where you stand.
We'll burn you.
And shatter you.
Any questions?
Honored Skald King.
You dare.
I am here with the personal champion of Queen
Master
Irene.
Galarian, please continue.
My companion hopes to speak with you about the impending Coldharbour crisis.
I have heard tales of this one. The Skald King favors the bold, even among his enemies. Come, champion, let us speak. I will stay your execution since you came all this way. But choose your words carefully. I'm not a patient king.
Thank you for speaking with me, Honored Skald King.
Yes, well, I am both suspicious and curious. If you are an assassin, though, get on with it. But remember this, you're coming to Sovngarde with me.
You don't fear death?
To fear death is to fear life. I am Nord. When my time comes, I will embrace it. Sovngarde will be glorious. No meetings, no schemes. But you're not here to talk philosophy. What do you want?
It's time to take the offensive against Molag Bol.
Who? The three alliances? Has magical travel rattled your brain? Speak plainly. What do you ask of me?
I propose a moot, a meeting of all three alliance leaders on the island of Sturk.
Where the All Flags army was born. If the other leaders agree, I will attend. If nothing else, it should make a good story. Now leave me before my dinner gets cold.
Okay. So these are protection. That's the Spy Master.
I didn't think it possible. Well done! We must return and begin the preparations.
Let's go.
We have much to do. Come.
Time to get out of here. Right. Okay, what's next?
All three leaders have agreed to join us on Sturk. Now comes the tricky part.
That wasn't?
Individually, the leaders are rational, even reasonable. But get them together and... well, you'll see soon enough. Everything's been prepared. Are you ready to travel to the summit?
I'm ready.
Then, with your permission, I'll open the portal to Sturk. May Auriel's hand guide us all.
Open the portal.
The word has been given.
A moment, please! I'll wait for you on the other side.
Our representative, Captain Alfari, is in charge of security on Stirk. He assures us that all is well there, but keep your wits about you. Good luck.
Stirk. Though claimed at times by Valenwood, the Gold Coast and Hammerfell, the island of Stirk is really a no man's land. If it belongs to anyone, it's the pirates of the Abyssin Sea, who use Stirk's sailed ruins as arenas for settling disputes through trial by combat. Interesting place.
I'm just here as security. You should talk to the great mage, Vanus Galarian.
Welcome to the island of Stirk. Representatives from all three alliances are gathering at the meeting place. It's just up ahead, through the ruins.
Have the alliance leaders arrived?
I'm told they'll be arriving at the meeting site by portal any moment. After all the bloodshed in Cyrodiil, I fear the leaders won't be quick to trust one another. Perhaps you can help them see the wisdom in cooperation.
I'll do my best.
I don't envy you the task. We've already assembled quite a team of experts for the Coldharbour invasion itself. I'll try to introduce you to some of them on the way to the meeting. Lead on. Two kings and a queen with barely a thimble of patience between them. Reaching a compromise will be no small task, I promise you.
Third.
Look! It's Lady Laurent!
What is it?
Careful with that, you clumsy fool. Do hurry it up. We're missing everything.
I never weary of your charms, Lady Laurent.
Vanus Galarian as I live and breathe. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I had no idea the summit was to be held on the legendary island of Stirk.
It seemed a fitting choice. It was here that the leaders of the First Era assembled the All-Flags Navy to do battle with the Slode.
I can't wait to see what surprises Molag Bol's realm has in store for us.
We are waging war, not embarking on a sightseeing expedition, milady.
Fear not, Vanus. I can take care of myself and my useless lump of a manservant. Stibbins, haven't you finished tying those bags yet? Oh, you really are hopeless.
Farewell, milady.
I don't care who you are. If you can't carry my luggage, you're useless to me.
Okay.
Wonderful. It's Tellinger. Here's Tellinger, the artificer himself. Must it always take a crisis to pull you away from your toys, Telly?
Vanus, your robes smell of failed experiments and your words of failed wit.
Tell me, Telly, what Dwemer rubbish pit did you crawl out of this week?
You really must learn to respect your betters, old friend.
Do let me know when one happens by, won't you? I don't have the time or the energy, Tellinger, so I'll bid you good day.
Ouch.
The captain in charge of security, Alfari, is over there.
High King Emeric of the Daggerfall Covenant. Queen Irene of the Old Merry Dominion. Yoren Skald King of the Ebonheart Pact.
We must put aside our differences and work together, or this assault is doomed from the start.
How do we know this isn't a ruse? A clever plan to divert our forces while your armies take the Imperial city.
I thought backstabbing was your favorite tactic, Emeric.
Please, are you both so arrogant? Your weapons are children's toys compared to the horrors that Molag Bol commands.
I will not wager the future of my people on the word of a snow barbarian and an adolescent female. I fear for Tamriel's future if either of you were to sit upon the ruby throne.
Since when do you care about your people? You never lift a finger except to count your gold.
Please, my lords, this bickering is pointless.
What a waste of time.
Obstinate fools, both of you.
What a mess. Apologies, Vanus, but I'm going to check on my lion guard.
I see. We've got to get them talking.
Their pride will see us all dead.
Is the Fighters Guild any different?
We've served as the first line of defense against Molag Bol's invaders, destroying his dark anchors all across Tamriel. They've succeeded in reducing their ranks and leveling half of Cyrodiil. What do you think?
Would the Fighters Guild be willing to invade Coldharbour?
Willing and able. But, like the Mages Guild, we are constrained by a non-interference pact. The alliances will only tolerate our presence in their realms if we remain neutral. Unless all 3 alliance leaders consent to it. Our hands are bound.
Okay.
This is going about as well as I expected, unfortunately.
How can we make them see reason?
Even if we can get them to stop bickering, they'll never agree to send troops to Coldharbour. That would leave Cyrodiil unprotected.
Guilds can lead the attack, but only if all 3 leaders agree.
An interesting idea, but they need to stop bickering long enough to consider it. Why don't you visit each of them in their camps? See if you can reason with them individually.
Hey? We'll start with you.
This queen of yours is spirited, I'll give her that. But she has no right to force her will upon all of Tamriel.
I have a suggestion.
That's more than I'm getting from them. What do you suggest?
Send the guild into Coldharbour.
I don't doubt their commitment or their bravery, but they are few. And Molag Bol's followers are legion.
The guilds have considerable experience in fighting Daedra.
Arcay's beard, you're a bold one. But you may be right. If you can convince the barbarian and the child queen to agree, I'll consider it.
It doesn't seem unreasonable.
Save your breath. I will not be swayed by some Altman lapdog.
We need to cooperate.
What about the war in Cyrodiil? If I commit troops to this invasion, the Pact will be vastly outnumbered there.
What if we send the guilds to Coldharbour?
Wizards and mercenaries against the Daedric hordes. Without the Ebonheart Pact, they do not stand a chance.
Do you want history to remember you as the king who surrendered to Molag Bol?
How dare you? I should kill you where you stand. History will remember the Skull King as the bane of Molag Bol. I will support your foolish plan. Now get out of my sight.
Hi. That felt good. Okay, my lady.
With our combined strength, we might have a chance, but our distrust runs too deep. I fear we'll never reach an accord.
There is an alternative.
Is there? What did you have in mind?
We could send the guilds into Coldharbour.
Perhaps. But we don't know enough about Coldharbour to fully understand what they'd be up against.
If we can't trust the other alliances, what other option do we have?
An excellent point. Very well. If you can convince the other leaders, you have my support.
Cool. Sorry, just got to check. Last time I took any of this medicine from my throat. Cool. Right then. Getting somewhere.
Any luck? Or are they still at an impasse?
They're considering the idea, but they're not convinced.
I hope they come to their senses soon. We're going to lose the element of surprise.
They don't trust each other.
With very good reason. But the sooner they come to an agreement that... Does the air feel strange to you? That's odd. All of a sudden it feels like a storm is approaching.
Storm? What's wrong?
I have an ill feeling about this.
Yeah.
He has arrived. I can't.
Chaldean! What's happening?
Go! Get away from me! Run!
These are the great leaders of Tamriel. Pathetic. But how convenient to have them gathered together in one place, so I can crush them like insects.
Molag Bol! Stay back, Countess!
The insects fight back! How amusing! And yet, so very sad.
Ah!
All of Nirn shall be mine.
Chaldean! Protect the leaders, defeat Molag Bol's minions, and close the unstable raids.
Countess, defend me.
Right, that's my queen saved. This guy's not unreasonable. Oh, okay. Why are you just standing there? Cool. Looks like they want to talk again.
I thought we were safe here, hidden from the enemy. The god of schemes grows more powerful by the day.
Then we must act quickly.
Agreed. There's no time to waste. We must take the fight to him.
Can you open a portal to Coldharbour?
Yes, at the Iliad Well at the center of the island.
Perhaps this attack will convince the leaders to cooperate.
After that terrible display of power, I don't think they have much choice.
Cool.
Honored leaders, you have seen the face of our enemy. Molag Bol threatens every living being in Tamriel. The Mages Guild and the Fighters Guild have agreed to join forces to launch an assault on Coldharbour.
Trust in us. Sanction our actions. Give us your blessings. We will not let you down.
Vanos is right. The guilds are our best and only choice. Send them to Coldharbour.
I hate to admit it, but I agree with Emmerich.
As do I. It appears that much of the distrust between our alliances was sown and nurtured by the god of schemes.
Molag Bol thrives on deception and chaos. But if you'll forgive me, this alliance war is of your own making.
Countess Akruba, gather the surviving members of both guilds in the Sturk interior. The champion and I will go there now to open the portal.
We'll be right behind you, Vanos.
The time has come, champion.
Let's go!
Yikes.
Stendarr, protect us all! We're as ready as we shall ever be.
Is this everyone?
Unfortunately, yes. It's not the massive army we'd hoped for. But now that Molag Bol knows we're coming, a smaller group might be our only hope of slipping into Coldharbour undetected.
Let's do this.
It's difficult to predict where you will emerge once you reach Coldharbour. Be on your guard, my friend.
Right. Dreadful oblivion plane of Coldharbour is a place of death, despair and infinite cruelty. It's ruled by Molag Bol, the Lord of Brutality and Domination. A Daedric prince dedicated to enslaving all the mortals of the land.
Hello, what's this?
Right. So we'll finish this one talking to Coldharbour.
Survived then, have you? Jolly good. Jolly good.
Where is everyone?
Rotten luck. They arrived in Coldharbour, but in entirely different locations. Bloody unpredictable. Portals to oblivion. Not to mention Molag Bol's defenses. Nasty beasties abound. Off you go, over the bridge and head inland. There's a good chap. Welcome back to Coldharbour, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it.
What's across the bridge?
What bridge? Is there a bridge? Tricky things, bridges. Tend to have all kinds of hideous creatures living beneath them. Except that one over there. That one leads to the Hollow City.
The Hollow City?
Dreadfully dull place, and a real eyesore if you ask me, but I suppose it's where you want to start your quest. Quest! What a simply fabulous word. Quest. 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 I just love how it rolls off the tongue.
Right, I will head to this Hollow City.
Welcome back to Coldharbour, old chum. Jolly good to see you. I was afraid you'd snuffed it. Welcome to the beautiful gardens of Coldharbour.
Okay, there is a bit more.
Lovely day for it. Soak up the ambiance, the grandeur, the wonder of it all.
Tell me about yourself.
I have the oddest feeling we've discussed this before, or did I already mention that? No matter. I am Sir Cadwell, the Undaunted, Knight of the Court of Coldharbour, champion of chivalry, defender of the defenseless, shepherd to the soul-shriven.
What are you talking about?
Am I not speaking the common tongue of Nirn? I was once fluent, but time does get on, doesn't it? I'm sorry, I forgot the question, though I'm quite sure I already answered it. You really should pay more attention.
You mentioned a
Did
bridge.
I? I don't recall that, but there is a bridge just ahead. Leads to the city. Rather a drab, empty place at present, but a little paint, a potted plant or two. And honestly, it's not as if you've got a lot of choices right now, so off you go.
Are you insane?
Sane? That's in the north, isn't it? I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Right. I'm going to bring it to a close there for tonight. So, thank you very much for watching, but we will carry on. Next Elder Scrolls Online session will be 2 PM GMT on Sunday, when we will complete the main quest, hopefully. Touch wood. But I will be streaming next Saturday 4 PM GMT, where we'll be playing some Elite Dangerous. So thank you all very much for watching. Unfortunately, I do have to get off pretty promptly, so I'm afraid I will not be doing any raids. So do take care, and I do hope to see people again at some point soon. Thank you all very much.